All right, this is Corey, and today I'm going to try and build a simple little application on top of Pegasus's new OpenAI integration. And so I'm going to try and use ChatGPT and Dall-E to create an app that will automatically write articles. Probably not news articles, but content that we could publish on the internet. So I've cheated a little bit. I've kind of prepared some prompts. I don't know where I got this thing. It was in some like Slack community I'm in or something like that. But it's this crazy prompt that has this kind of super detailed description about what you can tell ChatGPT in order to kind of get it to write an article. And so my thinking is I'll use this prompt on the back end. On the front end, I'll just fill in this topic thing. And so we can just see like a quick little demo of how this works. So what would be a good article to write? Maybe we'll say whether AI will replace software developers, something on everybody's mind. So that's gonna go off and do some work for a little bit. And then, so the other thing I was playing with, and this one isn't perfect, but it's another prompt that I'm gonna use to generate images. And actually, I'm gonna have a couple tabs open here, but so this is the prompt that's generating the article. This is the prompt that's so I'm gonna use ChatGPT to generate my Dall-E images. So here, this is the article that we've produced. It looks reasonable to me. And so here's the prompt. I've been playing with this prompt. It's probably not that great, but basically it's saying you've been given an article with a popular topic, and describe the images that are in that article, even though there aren't any images in the article, and the article is made up. And let's see, what did it say? I'm just going to copy and paste the exact same thing. Whether AI will replace software developers. So it's going to be kind of like a 3-stage thing. This prompt is going to generate the article. This prompt is going to generate some image prompts, and then I'm going to paste these image prompts into Dall-E, and I'll do this all in the back end, so the users will just see the text box of the article. And Dall-E will hopefully generate something. So yeah, I don't know, those images kind of work for whether AIs will replace software developers. Let's try this second prompt. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's maybe on a different topic it'll work better. I was getting some better results with the last one I picked. So yeah, so let's dive in and see if we can make this thing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make a new page for this application, and I'm going to do that in this OpenAI example app that ships with Pegasus. In a real app, I might make in a real project, I might make my own app and do all that. But for now, I'll just stick that in the same example app as the other Pegasus examples. I might even ship this with Pegasus if it works out. But so we'll call it articles, views.article generator. We'll use the same URL name. What happened there? And then I'm just going to use my IDE to create that function. I'm going to move it up in the file so that it matches the order in the URLs. And this will require a login, so I'll put that on. And for now, I will just return a template response to some sort of article generator template, which I will create, which my IDE does, and I'll just kind of copy paste, actually, let's just do this properly. So, block app, block, and I'll just say like div app card, which one, title, hello, article generator. Yeah, what the heck, I'll translate this. I won't translate this. Too annoying. Okay, so now if I go to articles URL, I have my article generator page. Cool. Next, I'm going to create a form for this. And again, I'm going to kind of just, to start, I'm just going to kind of copy the ChatGPT example. So we'll say, what is this? Article prompt form. It'll be a care field. I think I won't. This is going to be intentionally designed to kind of be lightweight, as in let you enter sort of just a single line. So for the help text, maybe we could say something like, I don't know, what the origin of the mythical creature known as the Pegasus. I don't know. We'll see if that works any better. And then I'm going to use that form similarly to how it's done in the chat example. So I'm going to define the form here. Maybe this, I called it an article prompt form. Make sure that's imported. And then we'll pass it through. This active tab thing that's already there that I pasted is what sets the this styling here. So that's and I did that in the wrong function, so I'll move it down. And now in the article generator, similarly to the chat home, we can just put our form in here and generate article. Let's see if that works. Is it dead or is it reloading? Oh, I got a lot of stuff up. Hang on. Views. Did I accidentally paste something in there? Yes, I did. How did that get there? Okay. Okay. Cool. So now, so what we want this generate article button to do is we want to take in the prompt. So that part is going to kind of be the same. I don't know if I need that, but so that part is going to be kind of the same as the chat demo. We'll move this down to the else, and we'll say if form is valid, prompt equals form.clean data prompt. We can print user prompt was prompt just for kicks. And now we want to inject it into that template thing. And so I guess probably what I'll do is I'll create like a little constants file. This is a pattern that I use regularly, and I will say article generation prompt equals, and then I'm gonna paste this whole big jobby in. I kind of don't like that didn't break it up, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Sure, topic. Okay. And now, so we have the user prompt. We're going to have the formatted prompt is going to be this sort of like const dot article generation prompt. We'll import that from, let's import it from dot const. Okay. So, and then we're going to format that, and we're going to say, what did we say? Topic equals prompt. If we want to kind of make sure this is all working, we could print the formatted prompts. I do like debugging with print statements. And then we're going to pass it to ChatGPT using the same idea. The content will be the formatted prompt. And so that will get us our OpenAI response. And then we will get out our prompt response and pass that back to the template. And then we'll have to make sure up above that that exists. So I think that'll work. And then finally, we'll also just kind of steal this little section and go back to our article generator and stick that in as well. And I guess we should probably call this something like article. Article. Text. Article. Sure. Article. Okay. So let's see if this works. So we're going to try to generate an article about the origin of the Pegasus. And we can like look on the console. User prompt was this. The prompt we gave to ChatGPT was this. So it looks like it's doing the right thing. ChatGPT is going to churn away on that for a little bit. And this is going to be crazy slow. I'm going to say that now. Probably what we will want to do is to kind of do this whole thing asynchronously. It got a response, but it didn't display anything. And it didn't display anything because I didn't update this reference. So unfortunately, we'll have to do that again. I'll also, just to save another 10 seconds here, I will, let's see, print the prompt response there. Okay. Let's see if that's ready. Ready, set, go. Okay. So while that's churning away, we can think about what steps are going to be next. And actually, now that I think about this, the first thing I probably want to do is I'm going to want to kind of start abstracting some of this stuff into modules. Cool. So yeah, so now we have a nice article about the Pegasus. Really, what I want to do here is I probably want article text equals article text equals get article text for the prompt. And this is a function that I'm going to create in a new module. We'll call this like articles. I don't know. And this function will take in a string, it'll return a string, and basically it will do this. So now I need const, and you know, if these prompts are only used here, I could just define them here too, but I'll just leave them in const for now. We need to import OpenAI. We also need to set our OpenAI keys. Where do we do that? We need to import settings. Okay. User prompt, we know that works. Formatted prompt, we know that works. Prompt response, and I guess we're just going to return that. So, all good. We don't even really need these printouts anymore. But I guess they don't bother anybody, so I'll leave them. Okay. Need to import this. And we'll rename this variable, I guess. Okay, let's see if we did all that right. Computer is getting a bit hot. Okay, let's try a new one. What's a good prompt? How about how to live as a digital nomad? Okay. Just gonna let that crank away. Seems like it's working. Still loading. I need to add some loading state stuff to this, but that will be a topic for another time. Oh, good. Good. Okay. So we're generating our article text. That's good. The next thing we want to do is we want to generate our image prompts, and then we want to pass those images through to Dall-E. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say image prompts equals get article get image prompts with our prompt, and we're going to define this function also in let's see, get image prompts. It's going to return like a list of strings, I think. And now we need to do our second prompt, which was over here. Go back to our constants file, image prompt, generation prompt, kind of confusing, but Let's see. Topic. Okay. And now, so we're gonna do something very similar to this, but instead of using the article generation prompt, we're gonna use the image prompt generation prompt. We're gonna again get the OpenAI response. I guess maybe we do even more refactoring now. Why not? So we'll write a little prompt to call ChatGPT prompt stir, and it's kind of silly to do this, but why not? So call ChatGPT. Yay. Now we'll return. Actually, we're not going to return it because we're going to get 2 prompts back and we want to split them. But so let's say ChatGPT response equals call ChatGPT. And print that out for good measure. And then I think we want to do something like this. Image1, image2 equals response dot response. I'll just rename this. Oops. I don't know, what did I do? Response. There we go. Dot split on new lines maybe. See if that works. Actually, wait. This is just image prompts. And then we return it. Okay. And let's print it too. Why not? Cool. And in the views, I'm going to comment out this article text bit. I'm going to get the image prompts, print the image prompts. I'm just commenting that out so it runs faster, just so I can kind of see what's going on. And for now, maybe we'll also just kind of say if maybe for image and image prompts, image, and we gotta pass those through as well. All right, see how that does. Okay, so digital nomads. Let's stick with digital nomads. And so what I'm hoping to see now is that the image prompt generation code will fire. It'll return back some image prompts, which it looks like it did do, but I had the wrong closing tag there. We'll try that again. Yeah. So image 1. Okay. Looks like there's some empty strings in this list, but apart from that, it seems like it worked, which is cool. Maybe maybe we'll do something like this. I for I in image prompts if I dot strip. I'm gonna just strip them on both sides, but so that should hopefully remove all the empty lines. And assuming that's working, now we're going to pass those image prompts up to Dall-E, which will be another call. So let's say for image prompt in image prompts, Dall-E images equals get images for prompt. Typing the word prompt a lot today. And we need a new function, get images for prompt. And let's import that. And that's basically going to do what the image generator does. There's a debug statement in there. Whoops. I think that's shipped in Pegasus, so I'll clean that up. Yeah, so this was what Dall-E was doing before. I'm going to make only 3 images. And then, yeah, so then we get the URLs. So we can do return data, open response.data. Okay, let's see if that works. And so, where were we? Up here. Yeah, so now we're gonna have a, this is gonna be 3 images for each prompt. I don't know if we should just do 1. Maybe I'll just do 1 for now. I do like being able to see more than 1, but just for simplicity, I guess. Yeah, we'll do 3. Whatever, we'll do 3. So this is going to be a list of lists that we're going to return. So we can actually say like, we could say like Dall-E groups equals, and then we can say get images for prompt, image prompt for image prompt, and image prompts. So this is going to be like a list of image URLs. And again, you can kind of like initialize this to an empty list and pass them forwards. And so now hopefully we're passing those image URLs to the front end. I kind of like press this button to see it churn away, and then I'm going to work on actually adding them to the template. And so here again, I'm going to let's see, image home, kind of cheats and copy paste this little section here. And So I don't actually want the image prompts, I want the image URLs, which I called Dall-E groups. So Dall-E groups for, and then I have like for image group in Dall-E groups, for image URL in image groups. Can delete this for loop stuff. I'm going to simplify this and rely on the assumption that it's always 3 columns. So I'll put the columns on the outside, make them 1/3 on the inside, put the image sources in there, and that for loop, and close that div, and that for loop. Okay, that can go away. Something like that. We don't really need the image prompts anymore, but we could show them just for kicks. Yeah, so it does look like it generated some stuff. You can like try clicking on one of these things, I suppose. And that looks like a digital nomad. Okay. Should we do the big reveal? Should we try to stick everything in here? Means I have to uncomment the article text. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Moment of truth. And this is gonna take a little while. It's gonna have to generate the article, it's gonna have to generate the prompts, and it's gonna have to generate the images. And yeah, I don't know, so, kind of thinking about how to kind of stitch all this together or create a user experience. Like if I was actually trying to create a product that was going to generate articles, how would I do that? And one option would be to just kind of take one image from Dall-E, just accept it, not really provide a lot of choice, stick it somewhere in the middle or somewhere at the top of the article, and do that a couple times. That would probably be a totally reasonable MVP. Where did my images go? Let's see what happens here. They're like all in here, but they're not. I must have. Oh, that's so disappointing. What did I do wrong? I'm not even on the right page. For image URL in image groups. For image group in Dall-E groups. Like it iterated over everything. And it just didn't. Div, PG columns, PG columns, PG columns, PG columns. Seems like it found 4 image groups. Image group and Dall-E groups. 4 image groups, but no image URLs. Why would it not find any image URLs? Well, let's figure out what the heck this thing is. It's a list of lists. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's actually a list of a lot of lists, but that should be fun. 4. Oh, boo. For image URL and image group. Okay. Let's try that again. Also, it seems like it didn't work to remove those empty lines. Why didn't that work? It's still getting me too many. Huh. Return auto strip for in image prompts if auto strip. Okay, so I have image prompts here. Oh, there were extra new lines. Well, maybe I can update the, I mean, even if there were extra new lines, there still shouldn't have been empty lines in there, so there's still a problem. But maybe I'll try updating my prompts. Do not include any new lines in the image descriptions. Maybe. This is the part that is not so fun. But where did it go? Okay, let's try this again. And look at that. So we've got our article here. We've got our images here. We can read the image descriptions if we want. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. And so from here, yeah, I don't know. From here, the next steps would be to kind of figure out, okay, how are we going to either just kind of arbitrarily pick one of these images, which looking at least for this particular topic, maybe the images are totally fine. So, well, yeah, why don't we try that? Why don't we try to actually get these images inside the text somewhere. That'd be fun. So let's see. So right now we are getting these prompts, turning them into images, and sending those back. What I think we want to do is we want to just kind of get one prompt image pair. And so rather than getting multiple images here, why don't we just get one? Why don't we maybe make it a little bit bigger? Hopefully this doesn't like get too crazy. We'll rename this, I suppose, to get image for prompt, and we will return a single string. And now, I guess we'll just return the first one. And so now we're going to have image prompts equals image prompts. And then maybe we'll kind of have a set of image pairs equals get image for prompt. Image prompts, get image for prompts, for image prompts and image prompts. It's going to be like kind of like a list of tuples, I guess. Something like that. That function doesn't exist anymore. We're not using that import anymore. Okay, so now we're going to have these image pairs. I think we can assume that there's going to be at least 2 of them. And so now we want to kind of figure out how to insert these somewhere in the article text. Could be a little tricky now that I'm thinking about it. Well, maybe we'll just stick one at the beginning and one at the end. How about that? So we'll say header image pair 0 if image pairs else none, and footer image pairs 1. Okay. So now in our article generator, let's see. So first we want if header image, and we're gonna say stick that in there. Maybe we'll put it in a little spaced out div, and then we can even do fig caption. And so the URL, this is going to be like header image dot 1. I don't like doing that, but I'll just leave it like that for now. And the caption can be header image dot 0. That's the prompt. Text. Make that like a little muted text. And then we'll basically do the same thing with the footer image afterwards. And we'll delete all this gunk and delete that stuff. Okay, let's see, final. Oh, and let's also, while we're at it, just for kicks, if, well, actually, let's say we want our prompt, right? I just want to add a title. Which prompt. Topic. All right. Don't need the image prompts. Don't need the Dall-E groups. Nicely cleaned up. And now let's finally add our, let's see, if topic. Make a little subtitle. Okay. All right, let's try this out and see how it goes. I'm going to close this. And there we go. We've got our, the images are loading so slowly, but we've got our title. We've got our digital nomad here. She's looking very computer generated, but and look at those hands. But yeah, I mean, not too bad for an hour's worth of work, give or take. So yeah, that was a quick tour of how to use the OpenAI features in Pegasus to write a bunch of SEO spam. Thank you for watching, and this has been fun. I'll see you next time.